Let's jump to this story real quick from The Verge. Nike just bought a virtual shoe company that makes NFTs and sneakers for the Metaverse. Now, why do I bring up Metaverse in this context? We're talking about finance and inflation and prices. My friends, hear me now. The Metaverse is going to happen. Maybe not Mark Zuckerberg's, but there will be a Metaverse. And it's already happening, apparently. A couple just got married in the Metaverse. Cryptocurrency will likely be the currency and tracking mechanism by which you own to whatever extent you can own a digital piece of property. Now, when they say you'll own nothing and you'll be happy in that World Economic Forum video or that article, they're talking about physical objects. But I genuinely believe the singularity will happen. I believe that Bitcoin is going to be a currency for this new digital world. NFTs are going to be how you own unique objects in this new virtual reality. And this is where everyone is being pushed towards. With the collapse of the U.S. economy and the crisis we're seeing, more and more people are being told, why don't you get cryptocurrencies? I mean, we advocate for the stuff. We don't tell you any advice, but I'm a big advocate for it. But let's be real. A universal, a global, digital, trackable monetary system. There's a lot of things bad about that idea. You'll be able to see who has how much money, publicly see how much money a person has, when they spend it, and where it goes. Now, of course, there's what Zcash and Monero, I believe, make it much, much more difficult. So other cryptos will emerge. But here's what I see with all of this. You're not going to get Mark Zuckerberg nuking other companies and stealing a name if he wasn't dead set on doing it. You wouldn't see Nike buying a company that makes virtual shoes. You wouldn't see this big push. While we're all discussing and debating things like January 6th and Antifa and street violence, I think the real push from the elites, what they really want, is to get everybody in some kind of metaverse, some kind of digital internet-based reality where they're more easily controlled, where they're less likely to pollute or fight. There'll be less conflict. Conflict will be digital, and it's going to be like that episode of Black Mirror. It's the inner universe we're heading towards, and this, I think, shows it's happening.
So I've been talking about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies for a very long time, and I remember interviewing Max Kaiser back in the early 2010s when Bitcoin was first hitting the world stage, and I was like in London. And I was talking to Max, I was walking with him. I was like, how do we know that Bitcoin isn't the one world global government currency that they've been waiting to push onto everyone, where they could track, trace, and database everyone on a public ledger and know everything that everyone is doing? And I forgot Max Kaiser's response. I got to watch my old videos in order to see that. But whether it's Bitcoin or another government coin, we know Russia's working on their own kind of cryptocurrency. So is Venezuela, where, of course, there'll be less protections for personal freedoms and liberties. Right now, if you have a Bitcoin address, it's as private as much as anyone else who knows about it. So if no one knows that I have a Bitcoin address, there could be money coming in and out. No one would know it unless I publicly tell someone I have a Bitcoin. So it might be Bitcoin, it might be another currency, but there are other people using this technology to push privacy coins, push for people to have total anonymity online, total freedom, total privacy, and it's a double-edged sword. I think cryptocurrencies, it's the new internet, and I think just like it could be used for something really bad and really evil and total government control, I think it could also be used for something that could free people, liberate people, and give them privacy, which is absolutely essential in our modern day society.